Hello. After Phasmophobia, this is nice, chill music. So, where were we? Alright, we're gonna sell some hubcaps to this dude. But there was a thing, there was a challenge. I possibly needed to do. Oh, hang on. The game integration is not working again because it actually loses it every single time you start the game. Or presumably more likely when you exit the game. So, that first. There we go. Oof. Welcome, Bacula. IMK. I think you're both. It's telling me you're there, but that's never a certainty. So.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
How come you're still open? It's cool that you're open. It's cool that you're still open. Big city vibes. What shall we say? I like that one too.
The pawn shop is always open.
Always. Right.
Sure thing. Sure, man.
Right, so that's gonna... Roy doesn't really sleep. Let's come back to that one.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Ooh.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
I feel bad about this.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Well, we got the
Thank
money
you.
we need.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I sell my clothes. I don't have anything else at the moment. I'm gonna just find this commemorative pin, but before I sell it, I have some questions.
Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you 320 for it.
We don't need to sell the pin. What do you guys think? $50-50. $3.20. Hey, that's a rip-off.
A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but I added another 10 cents just to be nice.
Okay. I think that's all I wanted to know.
Sure thing. So, do you want to sell anything?
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
So yeah, we've got some bits and pieces, but what we're not gonna do is sell.
Another time, perhaps.
Oh, sell the mug, because we hate the mug, don't we?
Sure. Let me have anything else you're thinking of selling.
Oh, the mug's not there. But the dice is. We hate that mug.
Another time, perhaps.
Right. Back we go then. But I do want to. Why's that fucking mug gone? So I regret even picking it up. Oh! Oh! Hey, the mug's not there. Oof. I think we should probably investigate that and see if we can get rid of it somehow. But hey, we look more like a hobo every time.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes. Yes. Have you got it? Well.
What do we do? Okay. 1 or 3. It's 1.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
So we will need 20. Is it 30 real a night or 20 real a night?
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Ah, there's a metal box installed at the back of the counter.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Right, so we can go into the room.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Just a moment. Right.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM.
So I suspect there's going to be quite a bit of decisions to be made here. So, I didn't know you smoked, Kim. How do you think today went? What are our powers exactly, the RCM? Say nothing, just look into the night. Vote. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebel Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offences, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Okay, what else? So one of the first two, I think.
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
He frowns. Okay, 1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Havashok.
Okay. What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up? I see. And if someone resists? It's a good question.
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see, and if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in the watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, what happens to the people we convict?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. The coalition government
Oops, that was
and the moral intent
accidental.
broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that which just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government formed the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Evershall. Let's say it was a coalition government. Say nothing.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intent leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think
You
you
do.
They're quite limited, actually. The power of, yes, all the officers of the RCM have been known. The RCM's primary role is to... We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, as you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our...
Alright, so that was
coalition,
the
the
full...
RCM was formed by the coalition government, or perhaps it is better, it's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intent leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will...
or if they think you do.
Okay. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. How do you think today went? Moral intern? What is it? Okay.
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them? If I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head.
There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the real belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Okay. What do they believe in? What is their symbol? What do you think of them? I have an opinion on the moral intern, so let's try 1 to 3. Choose. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous.
What do they believe in? What do you think of them?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 5 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
So there was a statue in the pawn shop marked Day. So I presume that's Dolores.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
Oh, the Humanist Project. A thing we should learn more about. Who was Dolores Day? What do you think of them? Vote. I was thinking that.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them? I'm going to choose that.
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't
He looks
look
at the
like
city
that's
below.
about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
Shall we ask? You like the moral intern? Better not to ask. Or shall we state? Let's be bold.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky.
Votes.
They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
That's fair enough. I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a white slim thing in his fingers. What is our opinion? Things are bad out there, point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie organisation, protecting bourgeoisie rights. Bourgeois. Not quite sure how to pronounce that. Utter silently, immigrants, liberal, Crips, fucking men are turning into women. On second thoughts, I don't have an opinion, forget about it. I don't want to choose 4. Hmm. We're probably more complicated than that. But do I agree with this? That's gonna up my communism. Yeah, let's go with this.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Actually, vigilantes is okay with me. Yeah, vigilantes sounds bad. Maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, on Martinaise we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. How do you think today went? Or say nothing, just look into the night.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my nose. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? How do you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't good. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easy to simply quit.
I'm going to choose this. I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
So that's some serious willpower there. It's true. Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
It has. How do you think today went? Or say nothing, just look into the night. How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hangman, so we didn't even inspect the body. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Though you really dropped the ball on inspecting the body, he doesn't want you to feel too discouraged. Probably out of fear that you will just give up and keep drinking.
Don't worry, Kim. I'll totally be up for this inspecting the body tomorrow. I generally prefer to start with searching the scene and move on to dealing with dead bodies. I'm sorry I couldn't do more today. I'm just not a very good cop, am I? Say nothing, just look at the city. Ooh. You want another vote, or you just don't know? Okay. I don't really want to say sorry much more. That's the way my character's going. Yeah, I think I agree with you because those two, that's disingenuous.
I look forward to that. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Yes, it's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money from charity. Yeah, that's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I think that's a fair and honest response.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. The Union, the teenagers too. It's different in land. In Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are. But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good. We won't change anything here.
Me too, but I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Awesome! How did it go, Ozzy? And welcome. We finally got to the end of the day, and Jesus, that was a task in itself. Looks like I'm going to be up quite late looking at a couple of URLs, of all things. So bear with me just a second. I need to get a cup of tea as well. I did not get to the body. And I think the facet of that is the fact that my character is physically so weak. Although we didn't try massively hard. Again, one of the things about this game is it is a bit exhausting. So, you know, at points you're just like, actually, I think I've done enough for today. Let's put the character to bed and hope that we, along with the character, will feel refreshed. And it's a thing that you want to, when you play through again, you'll want to try differently. Interestingly, the thing that Kim seemed most worried about, or the least impressed with, was not finishing the interviews, not getting around to see the union leader. Ooh, okay, that's worth knowing. I will save.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. So Kim has got his own room. It's just on an autosave, so I don't need to save there. So and he will go. Aha! I didn't realise you could actually pick that up.
The window stands broken in its frame.
Right, I'm going to save here. I need to take 2 seconds to do something. And by 2 seconds, I mean a minute or two. Right, I will be right back. Right, I'm back. Might be quite a late one for me. So, we're going to attempt the mirror before bed.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Roll in.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Of course it doesn't.
And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep. Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow, check the blanket, roll over to the other side. This is a familiar process.
It's a little better. Colours, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. He's still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Entertain it? Who killed him? Who? No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said, who? I left. I was left. Roll of the dice, I think. First one.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said,
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth?
What? Who? I left. I was left. Seems likely, doesn't it? We've done you said who.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left, while you just stood there with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
Ouch. I can get it all back. I don't want to come back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium? I've seen you before. I can come back from this.
Everything. The pile and the isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've seen you before. I can come back from this. Tea. Ooh, 50-50. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours.
Fair enough.
Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm going to see if I can get to the morning. I've seen you before. I'm trying to solve this case. My mind is tired and broken. I shall select 2.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
You are my ancient reptilian brain.
Stinky boy.
I'm trying to solve this case. My mind is tired and broken. Help me.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin,
Good night.
like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Oof.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type. What? No. Yeah, I've got something to watch, but how long I will go on is some debate. It's gonna be a while. Just figuring out whether it'll be done in a reasonable amount of time.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Lovely. Yeah, that you don't look great, do you?
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? $50-50. I think it's probably just you and me voting now.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on
You
with me?
mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening? No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. Arguing with yourself is a terrible idea. Okay, I shall select... Why is this
It's just
happening?
that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Oh,
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. Opt in. No, I can take this. I am not going to go looking for speed.
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. ready to go to war against the world.
Hard choice here.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
I'm going to go with a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
I have 2 skill points. I have a new item. I need some more stats boost before I can try any of these, I think. Right, I think we've got through the night. Got stuff done, and I suspect that's probably a good place for me to wind this up. I am actually quite tired, and yeah, don't need to make any more excuses. I'm knackered, and I should think about winding down and going to bed. So, thanks for dropping on, Aussie, after your game. I really appreciate it, and everybody else watching. Catch you soon. Good night.